The royal family gathered under one roof for what appeared to be a routine meeting, only to find themselves bracing for the unexpected. Princess Anne, a steadfast figurehead of tradition and service, had summoned them with little explanation, merely hinting at a decision that could reshape the monarchy's future. What legacy would the Princess Royal leave behind, and who would inherit it? These questions loomed as the weight of tradition came to the forefront. Throughout its 1,000-year history, the British monarchy has been defined by tradition. These traditions serve as pillars of continuity and symbols of a legacy that has endured the test of time. Among them, the title of Princess Royal stands out as one of the most revered, symbolizing steadfast commitment and unyielding dedication to the crown. Over the centuries, this title has been passed to those deemed not just deserving by birthright but fitting in character, a principle epitomized by its current holder, Princess Anne, who has recently revealed her final wish and dropped a bombshell. However, before delving into her shocking decision, it is essential to understand the title and its storied history. The title of Princess Royal was first established by King Charles I in 1642, modeled after the French Madame Royale. It was created to honor the eldest daughter of the monarch and signify her unique position within the royal family. Unlike hereditary titles such as Prince of Wales, the Princess Royal title is neither automatic nor guaranteed. It must be formally bestowed by the reigning monarch and is held for life, meaning it can skip generations or bypass an eldest daughter altogether if circumstances demand. Over nearly 400 years, only 7 women have held the title, each bringing her own distinct character and contributions to its legacy. The Princess Royal is expected to embody values of dignity, grace, and service, representing the monarchy both domestically and abroad. This role demands a delicate balance between the visibility required to connect with the public and the discretion needed to avoid overshadowing the direct line of succession. Princess Anne, the 7th Princess Royal, has exemplified these traits to an extraordinary degree. Bestowed with the title by her mother, Queen Elizabeth II, in 1987, Anne's tenure has been marked by tireless dedication and unwavering commitment to service, a legacy future holders of the title will undoubtedly strive to emulate. Born on August 15, 1950, Anne Elizabeth Alice Louise arrived as the second child and only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. From the outset, Anne exhibited qualities that set her apart: fierce independence, no-nonsense attitude, and a tireless work ethic. These characteristics would come to define her both as an individual and as a royal figure. Anne grew up during a period of significant social change in Britain, time when the monarchy's role was being redefined to meet modern expectations. While she was not directly in the line of succession, and never allowed this to diminish her contributions to royal life. From an early age, she immersed herself in public duties, accompanying her parents on official engagements and forging her own path as a senior royal. Her appointment as Princess Royal in 1987 was a natural progression. By that time, Anne had already built a formidable reputation through extensive charity work, overseas tours, and her championing of equestrianism. As an Olympian and a keen supporter of sports development, she became a global ambassador for British talent and determination, further solidifying her legacy as a tireless servant of the crown. Anne's tenure as Princess Royal has been marked by tireless dedication, with her undertaking thousands of official engagements. Often ranked among the hardest-working members of the royal family, in 2022 alone, she reportedly conducted over 200 engagements, more than any other senior royal. Whether presiding over ceremonies, supporting military personnel, or promoting charitable initiatives, Anne's approach has remained consistently direct and professional, with little tolerance for unnecessary fanfare. Her decades of service have not been without challenges. Anne has witnessed numerous controversies and public debates surrounding the royal family, yet she has steadfastly focused on her duties, earning admiration as one of the monarchy's most dependable figures. To many, Anne embodies the Princess Royal title as the gold standard, a living monument to the enduring power of tradition. The royal family has undergone significant changes since Anne assumed the Princess Royal title. From the intense scrutiny during the Diana years to more recent challenges involving Prince Andrew, Harry, and Meghan, the institution has faced growing calls to modernize or risk losing relevance in a changing world. The ascent of King Charles III has further emphasized the need for adaptability. As monarch, Charles has championed a streamlined royal family, directing public attention to the core heirs, himself, his son William, and his grandson George. This approach reflects his vision of a more efficient and cost-effective monarchy, better suited to the challenges of the 21st century. At the heart of this transition lies a delicate balancing act, as the monarchy seeks to preserve its centuries-old traditions while evolving to meet contemporary expectations. For figures like Princess Anne, who have dedicated their lives to upholding the institution's values, these changes present both opportunities and dilemmas. Anne has often emphasized the importance of adaptation, describing her approach to royal duties as work first, tradition second. Yet the weight of legacy remains a defining aspect of her role, particularly concerning the Princess Royal title. As King Charles continues refining the monarchy's public image, Anne has reflected on the future of her title and the person most suited to inherit it. While she rarely shares her personal feelings publicly, those close to her have noted her growing focus on the long-term stability of the royal family. Privately, she has expressed a desire to ensure that the Princess Royal title remains a symbol of continuity, service, and dedication. This introspection has led Anne to consider who might one day carry the mantle she has worn with such distinction. In recent months, attention within royal circles has shifted toward the younger generation, particularly Princess Charlotte. As the eldest daughter of Prince William and Catherine, Charlotte is the first female heir to benefit from the 2013 Succession to the Crown Act, which established gender equality in the line of succession. Although still a child, Charlotte has already displayed many qualities that define a successful royal: poise, curiosity, and natural charisma that resonates with people. Reports suggest that Anne has taken notice of Charlotte's potential, seeing in her a kindred spirit, someone capable of rising to the occasion and continuing the legacy of the Princess Royal title. This recognition has sparked private discussions within the royal family, raising questions about tradition, merit, and the future shape of the monarchy. As Anne contemplates her options, she finds herself at a pivotal moment in royal history, one that will ultimately redefine her legacy and the institution she has dedicated her life to serving. With tradition as her guiding compass and the future as her destination, Anne's reflections signal a thoughtful approach to ensuring the Princess Royal title remains a beacon of service, continuity, and dedication for generations to come. Princess Anne embarks on a journey that will culminate in a decision destined to change the face of the monarchy. As the British royal family navigates the complexities of a modern monarchy, the emergence of the younger generation is increasingly apparent. At the forefront of this shift is Princess Charlotte, the eldest daughter of Prince William and Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Her natural charm, intelligence, and striking resemblance to Princess Anne in temperament and work ethic have made her a standout figure, even at her young age. As Charlotte begins to embrace the unique responsibilities that accompany her lineage, other young royals, including Lady Louise Windsor and Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor, also find themselves woven into the evolving story of the monarchy. From her earliest public appearances, Princess Charlotte demonstrated a presence that captured attention. Though often playful and carefree as any child might be, she also displayed a surprising level of composure for someone so young. Observers noted this at events such as her brother Prince George's christening and Trooping the Colour ceremonies, where she waved confidently to adoring crowds. However, it is behind the scenes where Charlotte's qualities truly shine. Close family sources describe her as sharp-witted, curious, and quick to learn. Her parents, William and Catherine, have been intentional in fostering these traits, ensuring that she grows up with a strong sense of both her identity and the responsibilities that come with it. One notable incident reportedly occurred during a family meeting at Windsor Castle. The senior royals, including King Charles and Queen Camilla, were reviewing logistics for a future charity event when Charlotte, seated nearby, politely interjected. According to sources, she suggested a creative addition to the event, a children's storytelling corner to engage younger audiences. The idea, initially met with amusement at her precocity, quickly gained traction. Charlotte herself is said to have smiled and remarked that a good head is on her shoulders already. Moments like these have begun to solidify Charlotte's image as a promising young royal in the making. Charlotte's burgeoning understanding of public duty was also evident during Queen Elizabeth's funeral services. At an age when most children would struggle to comprehend the magnitude of such a moment, Charlotte carried herself with quiet dignity. She was photographed pointing out the significance of the monarch's crown to her brother George, explaining it with a mix of reverence and curiosity. Such moments stress not only her intelligence but her awareness of the royal family's role in the public eye. Much of Charlotte's growth can be attributed to the intentional parenting approach of William and Catherine. They have worked to blend royal responsibilities with the more grounded experiences of childhood, determined to give their children a sense of normalcy. The couple ensures that their household strikes a balance between royal protocol and a nurturing, hands-on approach. In interviews, William has often spoken about the importance of instilling a sense of duty in his children without allowing them to feel overwhelmed. "It's about showing them that service can be fulfilling," he once said, but also reminding them that they are children with a right to a childhood. For her part, Catherine, known for her focus on early childhood development, ensures that her children experience the joys of family life away from the public eye. Afternoons are spent baking, gardening, or exploring the outdoors, fostering a connection to nature and creativity. At the same time, Catherine has introduced structured activities that reinforce a sense of responsibility. Contributing to local food drives and learning about their family's philanthropic efforts, this balanced approach has begun to pay dividends. George, Charlotte, and Louis are reportedly well-adjusted, kind, and keenly aware of the world around them. For Charlotte, in particular, these experiences are shaping her into a confident and compassionate individual, an ideal candidate for future leadership within the royal family. While Charlotte is seen as the likely successor to the Princess Royal title, other young royals have their own compelling narratives. Among them is Lady Louise Windsor, the daughter of Prince Edward and Sophie, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. Now in her late teens, Louise is described by those who know her as quiet yet deeply empathetic. Much like Charlotte, she has an inherent grace that makes her a natural fit for royal life. Louise has often drawn comparisons to her grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, for her understated but steadfast demeanor. Her love for equestrian pursuits, much like Princess Anne and the late Queen, has endeared her to the older generation of royals. During the Windsor Horse Show, an annual highlight for the royal family, Louise stepped into the public eye with poise as she drove a carriage once owned by Prince Philip, honoring her late grandfather's passion. While Louise has expressed a preference for a low-profile life, the question of her potential role within the royal family remains open. Should the family's structure evolve, she could step into greater prominence, perhaps even making a surprising claim to the title. On the other side of the Atlantic, Meghan Markle's daughter, Lilibet Diana, represents another unique contender. Named after Queen Elizabeth's childhood nickname and her late grandmother, Princess Diana, Lilibet's very existence symbolizes the bridging of old and new royal legacies. However, her distance from the monarchy, both geographically and practically, makes her claim to the title more tenuous. Prince Harry and Meghan have made no secret of their desire to raise their children away from the royal spotlight, allowing them to live independent lives. Yet, Harry has also been vocal about wanting his children to maintain connections to their royal heritage. As a result, tensions linger about where Lilibet fits within the larger family, particularly as the Sussexes navigate their estranged relationship with the firm. As promising as the younger generation appears, their futures are inevitably shaped by the undercurrents of tension that run through the royal family. Among these is the ongoing estrangement between the Sussexes and the rest of the monarchy, which has only deepened since their departure from royal duties in 2020. Meghan has been open about her concerns for her children's place within the family, frequently emphasizing that Archie and Lilibet deserve recognition as part of the royal lineage. This perspective often clashes with the pragmatic approach taken by King Charles and other senior royals, who prioritize active participants in royal duties over distant family members. Harry, meanwhile, has become an advocate for his children's legacy within the monarchy, though his efforts are frequently overshadowed by public and media scrutiny. Close sources suggest that the Sussexes have quietly hoped for a symbolic gesture from the family, perhaps a title for Lilibet or a formal acknowledgement of her connection to the crown. These tensions, coupled with the increasing visibility of Charlotte and Louise, create an intricate web of emotions and expectations. As the royal family looks toward its future, the question remains, who will rise to claim a role that balances tradition, service, and the modern ideals of a monarchy striving to remain relevant? The bonds of family within the British royal family have often been tempered by the weight of duty, but in recent years, the fracture between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and the rest of the royal family has widened into a defining chasm. Their departure from royal duties in 2020 marked not only a shift in their personal lives but also a significant reordering of how the monarchy approaches its future. From their new home in Montecito, California, Harry and Meghan have built a life removed from the strict protocols of Buckingham Palace. Their philanthropic pursuits, media deals, and advocacy work reflect their desire to chart an independent course, but their connection to the royal family remains a source of tension. Central to this tension is the question of their children's roles within the royal fold. Harry, in particular, has grappled with the idea of legacy as a member of one of the world's oldest royal institutions. He recognizes the importance of his children being acknowledged as part of that heritage. Archie and Lilibet's royal titles, formally granted upon King Charles III's ascension, stand as symbolic gestures, but their practical connection to the monarchy remains distant. For Meghan, the separation is both a relief and a frustration. She has spoken openly about the challenges she faced within the royal system, but she remains keenly aware of what being disconnected from the institution might mean for her children. Sources close to the couple say the Sussexes often speak privately about their hopes for a future in which Archie and Lilibet can reclaim a meaningful connection to their royal heritage on their own terms. Yet, in London, such hopes are often seen as misaligned with King Charles's vision for a slimmed-down monarchy. Since assuming the throne, King Charles has worked to recalibrate the royal family's public presence. Streamlining has become his guiding principle, prioritizing senior royals who are closely connected to the immediate line of succession. Charles believes this approach not only reinforces the monarchy's relevance in modern Britain but also ensures it remains fiscally sustainable. This vision focuses primarily on Charles himself, William, Catherine, and their children George, Charlotte, and Louis. Their visibility and active engagement with royal duties symbolize the monarchy's future. This has, by necessity, placed other family members, including the Sussexes, on the periphery. Tensions over this strategy are palpable. Privately, Meghan and Harry have expressed disappointment at their children's perceived exclusion from prominent royal roles. Meanwhile, senior members of the family have voiced concerns that the Sussexes' involvement could overshadow the Crown's priorities, given their frequent presence in global media. This growing discord has only added to the complexity surrounding Princess Anne's impending decision about her title, a choice steeped in questions of legacy and the royal family's next steps. As the longest-serving holder of the Princess Royal title, Princess Anne understands both the honor and the burden that it carries. Her life's work has been defined by service, a quality she values deeply in potential successors. However, choosing the right person to inherit the title is far from straightforward. In private conversations with King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla, Anne confided her belief that the Princess Royal must not only uphold tradition but also embody the values needed to sustain the monarchy in a changing world. While Charlotte appears the clear choice, the broader implications weigh heavily on Anne. She has considered Lady Louise, whose quiet elegance mirrors her grandmother, and Lilibet, who could symbolize a bridge between estranged branches of the family. Yet practical considerations remain central: proximity, public presence, and the ability to engage with royal duties consistently. By the time the family convened at Sandringham, whispers about Anne's impending decision had already begun to circulate. The meeting, planned ostensibly as a holiday gathering, brought together senior and extended family members under the sprawling roof of the historic estate. As the hours passed, the assembled royals grew increasingly aware of the weight of what was about to be revealed. For Anne, this was the culmination of months of reflection, a moment not only to honor the past but also to shape the monarchy for generations to come, a historic step in royal tradition. Finally, it was confirmed. Princess Anne revealed her final wish and dropped a royal bombshell just 1 minute ago. Princess Royal announced that she made her final decision: "It's over. I am passing on my title to Princess Charlotte, the eldest daughter of Prince William and Catherine, the Princess of Wales," she reportedly said. This revelation, described as a personal and considered decision, sparked a wave of reactions within the royal family and among royal watchers alike. According to reports, Princess Anne made the announcement during a private family gathering at Sandringham House. Those in attendance included King Charles III, Queen Consort Camilla, Prince William, and Catherine, the Princess of Wales. The announcement not only reaffirmed Anne's steadfast dedication to royal service but also demonstrated her vision for the future of the monarchy. At the heart of Princess Anne's statement was her recognition of the importance of continuity and the evolving expectations of the British royal family. For decades, Anne has been regarded as one of the most hardworking members of the family, embodying a tireless commitment to duty. "I have always cherished my role as the Princess Royal," she reportedly said. "It is a title that has meant the world to me, not because of what it signifies personally, but because of what it represents for the crown and our country. However, I believe that the time has come to look to the future and make decisions based on what is best for the monarchy and the values it upholds." In a historic break from tradition, Anne revealed that her wish was for Princess Charlotte to inherit the Princess Royal title, an honor typically reserved for the eldest daughter of the reigning monarch. This step bypasses Lady Louise Windsor, daughter of Prince Edward, as well as a potential future consideration of Meghan's daughter, Lilibet Diana. The gathering reportedly became emotionally charged as Princess Anne elaborated on her reasons for this choice. She addressed Charlotte directly, stating, "You have all the values that this title carries: resilience, dignity, and grace. I am confident that you will wear this honor with the understanding that it is not a privilege, but a responsibility to serve others." Charlotte, seated next to her mother, reportedly smiled radiantly in response to Anne's words, clearly delighted by the prospect. She is said to have curtsied to her great-aunt, who smiled warmly and waved away the formal gesture. The moment, however, seemed to stir different emotions in other royals. Meghan, according to sources, became visibly upset when she heard the news. She was seen wiping away tears as Anne's announcement unfolded, with Prince Harry appearing to comfort her quietly. Meghan reportedly asked Anne about the rationale behind her decision. Anne responded with poise, explaining that the title of Princess Royal requires both proximity to the crown and an unwavering commitment to serve the United Kingdom. "This decision is not about sentiment, it is about continuity and practicality. The title of Princess Royal is steeped in history and honor, first created by Charles I in 1642. It is customarily given to the monarch's eldest daughter and is held for life. It is a title that carries symbolic and practical importance, representing dedication to public service. By selecting Charlotte, Princess Anne has signaled the monarchy's desire to embrace a younger generation to ensure the royal family remains relevant and well-positioned for the future." While the announcement delighted Princess Charlotte and her family, it has reportedly reignited underlying tensions among certain royal members. Insiders note that the decision could create rifts, particularly as Harry and Meghan have frequently voiced their feelings of exclusion from royal affairs. Despite Meghan's visible upset, which reportedly ended in tears, royal experts have framed Princess Anne's move as a calculated and strategic effort to secure the monarchy's future. With shared smiles, Princess Charlotte agreed to receive mentorship from Princess Anne, preparing her for the official confirmation of the title in the years ahead. As the dust settles from this historic revelation, one thing remains certain: by entrusting Princess Charlotte with the Princess Royal title, Anne has passed on not only a mantle of honor but also a legacy of service. But what do you think about this decision? Let us know in the comments.